everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reacting to episode 9, season 1, episode 9 of SKAM. On the previous episode we got more information about Ava and her relationship with Jonas and more information about Ingrid. Vilde had confronted Ava about the whole situation. Apparently, like someone told her, I'm not really sure who or where she got that information from, but maybe she got it from Ingrid. Vilde basically told everyone that Ava had essentially stolen Jonas away from Ingrid, and then continued to be her friend while dating Jonas kind of behind her back. And I mean that is pretty bad, I would say. Um, but like the way Vilde was kind of approaching it was very. It wasn't like a constructive way to approach the situation. It was like what Vilde was doing with Ava, and even Sana and Noora kind of voiced their opinion on that. I did kind of feel sort of bad for the Chris girl because she's just like trying to have a good time and everyone is like sucked up in all this drama, and yeah, I don't know, it's pretty bad. Also, we had Ava finally came back to school. Jonas wasn't speaking to her. He's avoiding her, saying like we shouldn't speak for a while. And Isaac kind of came over and like mentioned it to Ava. I still feel really weird that like she's kind of like confiding in Isaac so much. It feels kind of weird. I don't know why they would do that. It just seems so a little out of place character wise. Because like if I was in Isaac's shoes, I don't know if I would still continue to be that close to Ava. Like it feels like she's putting too much pressure, or maybe not pressure, just like too much. She's giving too much weight onto Isaac about like her problems. And it just feels like I don't know if I could do that to one of my friends, like put them in that situation. Like sure you're going through some stuff right now, but like I don't know if I would. I don't know, like I don't know if I would put my friend through that. It just seems so strange. The way she's like um she keeps asking Isaac for help with Jonas. It just seems so strange to me. Um yeah, and we also there was a conversation at the end between Jonas and Ava that was um it was good that like he wasn't like super mad at her. Like he was like willing to hear her out, and I did kind of like that he had the maturity to kind of like talk about it. But at the same time, like there were problems in their relationship from his side that he kind of refused to acknowledge, or like he wouldn't even like hear her out. Because like Ava was in that situation because of like the shit that he was doing. So like I don't know, like he still didn't own up to the stuff that he did to push her to that point where she would end up kissing the Chris guy, and it's pretty bad. And I don't know. Yeah, and again for like Ingrid, she needs to. I feel like she's very young, so I get why you'd be like so vengeful and like hateful towards someone who basically betrayed you, and like stabbed you in the back. And probably like one of the worst things one of your friends could do is like steal your significant other while you guys are dating, and then after you guys break up, you find out that they started dating. Like your friend and your ex-boyfriend start dating, and like while that's happening, your best friend is still friends with you. That seemed, without even like having the conversation with you or anything like that, there's it's such a breach of trust that like I can understand why Ingrid is so mad at Ava. But like Ava, I don't know, like Ava doesn't seem like she's a bad person. That's why I'm having like a hard time kind of like wrapping my head around this a bit. I guess people aren't really like good or bad. They make mistakes, or like they make poor choices, and then they do things that kind of like might mess things up with other people, but like it may not be like intentional. Um, and like granted, sure there are people who are very petty and vindictive and just like they just want to like hurt other people for fun, for like kicks and giggles. But I don't think a majority of the people, like the majority of the population of the people in the world, like would do that. So it's kind of nice seeing it portrayed in the show like this. Not making um essentially like the other woman, which is Ava, like this like evil mastermind villain that is always kind of like showed in like TV dramas. It's like it's very refreshing to see this perspective, and I did enjoy that they're doing that. The conversation between Ava and Jonas at the very end was very it felt very realistic. I don't know how else to explain it. It seems like a conversation that would happen between like a couple that's on the verge of breaking up or have already broken up, and they're just kind of like coming together for closure. It seemed like something that I might have experienced back in the day, with like early relationships. It just seems like a conversation that would have happened between two real people. That's kind of like, it's hard to do that, and I kind of enjoy that they kind of portrayed that very well in the show, and it was nice. Like it was sad and of course like a little messed up, but like it was well done. I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I don't know, like I'm really enjoying the show. It's there's a lot of different like storylines that you're never really shown, and yeah, and the other like another side thing that happened in the past episode was the whole Noora and William thing, and I don't know how that's gonna play out in the story, if it does at all, because this is season one. I think season one's supposed to be focused on Ava, and apparently I've seen from like the comments that like each season is focused on a different main character, but all the characters are still in the show. So I'm kind of interested to see which characters they do. I haven't really looked up. The only other person I know is Isak, which is season 3. So I'm not sure who's the main character for season 2. So I'm gonna assume it's one of the girls in the bus. It could be like Sana or Noora or Vilde or even Chris. I'm not sure they would do Chris though. She doesn't seem like a very fleshed out character in the show yet. So yeah, that's just kind of what I think about the previous episode, and like, yeah, I guess we'll start the next episode in just a moment. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate you all coming in. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know, kind of, I don't know what you guys think about this episode at the very end. All right, we'll be starting episode 9 right now.
Eva, det Iben. Kjæresten min.
Det var bare litt gøy. Du bare følger etter hva alle andre synes er spennende.
Og Ingrid pleide å være kjærester. Så jeg synes egentlig at Eva kan slippe det selv, for at hun er
I don't know. I don't like the way Vilde approached that situation still. Okay, so Ava's at school Monday. Mandag. 7:28. I have no idea what that says. A letter? Till Eva. What's it? Till? Two. Yo, what's on the back? You want to wish you good luck. What? You'll need it. Things from RAD. Oh, ew. Does that say period blood? Like menstrual? Ew, that's gross. What the fuck is wrong with people? Ew. Well, I mean, it's dry, so that's still gross. What? Wait, why was she vomiting? Is she pregnant? Because she was vomiting, right? Ew. I don't know. I would not drink water from the faucet in a washroom.
Du hadde rett. RAD-jentene er ute etter hele bussen.
That's weird.
Samme det, jeg er ikke på bussen lenger.
Hvorfor ikke?
Hvorfor skal jeg gidde å være på en buss som er svartlistet, hvor alle hater meg?
Det er ingen som hater deg, Vilde.
Sana har gjort det ganske klart.
Yeah, they don't hate her. They're just calling her out for... And she can't handle it. Which, I mean, it makes sense for girls her age. That, like, they still don't understand that, like, people calling you out on your shit isn't them hating you, they're just wanting you to be better.
Vilde. Jeg vil bare at du skal vite at jeg er ikke en sånn type person som går og stjeler andre sine kjærester.
Hvordan person er du da?
I guess Ava's still kind of like figuring herself out, so like that's a difficult question to still kind of answer. Oh, okay, so she's looking at other schools because she doesn't want to be just like running away from like everything, I guess. Immediately from Nissen to a place possibly fast over back in, but anyone that has an available spot. Okay. Isak.
Du var på skolen i dag?
Nei,
Jeg synes det jævlig ufortjent at du får så mye hate, altså.
Wise?
jeg har bestemt meg for å bytte skole.
Oh.
Hvorfor det?
Fordi alt er fucked på Nissen.
Og derfor skal du bare bytte skole?
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Ok.
Hva faen er dette mas om hvordan person jeg er? Kanskje jeg er en person som gir opp da?
She's just frustrated.
Jeg vet ikke. Hvordan skal jeg vite hvordan person jeg er? Alle er bare sånn, hvordan person er du, hvordan person er du?
Okay, I guess it's pretty like hard to hear that all the time.
Ja. Bare chill. Jeg mente ikke sånn. Sorry.
Yeah, she's frustrated, so it's understandable. She reacted like that's fucking hilarious.
Det er egentlig ikke så komplisert, Eva. Man er jo bare det man gjør. Så hvis du bytter skole fordi ting er litt fucked, så er du en person som bare gir opp.
Jeg er ikke 5 år, liksom. Tror du det er omvendt psykologipisse funnet på meg?
Jeg vet ikke, jeg gjør det.
What the heck?
You got to fight back, girl.
Oh, I see what she's gonna do.
Yo.
Oh dear. Is she actually gonna confront them about the letter? It's okay.
Men sømmen er så stygg på den sorte.
This is pretty gutsy, I would say.
Er det du som er Maria? Bussjøpen
Bus
på
boss.
Ja.
This is so weird.
Jeg er Eva.
Like to me, this environment setting of like these cliques are so weird to me.
Det er jeg som er Eva.
Ok.
That's weird. But they sent her a letter, didn't they?
Og jeg ville bare si at jeg fikk brevet deres.
Why don't they work?
Og jeg vet jeg har drevet meg ut, men jeg synes faktisk det er urettferdig å svarteliste hele bussen, for vennene mine har ikke gjort noe. Det var meg. Så ta meg, ikke de.
What?
Ok, Eva.
They don't.
Du kan hilse vennene dine og si at vi ikke skal ta dem.
She was confused, so I'm assuming
Vi har litt viktigere ting å gjøre enn å drive og svarteliste første
they
klasse.
don't know about the letter, or
Så, ok, hva med brevet da?
Vi har ikke gitt deg noe.
no, okay.
Det er noe som fuck.
Dere er ikke sur for at jeg hooket med Chris?
Eva, vi driter i hvem du har hooket opp med.
See, that makes sense. There's like a realistic reaction to like
Til livet.
this. Like they don't care.
Selv om det er kjæresten til Iben. Altså, Eva, hør her. I ditt hode så er sikkert dette hooket her det viktigste.
Right? See, this is what I'm saying. Like that's so weird that everyone like takes it so seriously.
Så er det bare et lite komma i en liste over intriger, ikke sant? Så jeg foreslår at du går og tar det her med de det gjelder. Ok?
Ok.
Oh, I was expecting this kind of reaction.
Og slapp av da. Ikke sant? Du skal drite deg ut. Du går i første klasse. Du skal hooke rundt.
Oh dear.
Men ikke ligge rundt da. For det er forskjellen, ikke sant? Når vi gikk i første klasse, så hadde vi en klamydia.
Oh, gross.
Spredde seg fortere enn svartebæren.
Har vi noen funnet hvem som startet den?
Det var William.
Det var ikke William.
Nei, men Chris altså.
Oh dear. That's kind of gross. What the hell?
Nei, for
Du, det tror jeg hadde det første alle oss.
Wait, but then who sent the letter? Is it Ingrid? Vilde was in the washroom, right next to the locker.
Jeg ser jo tilfeilene.
Fasiten
Who is
er feil.
Vilde? Why would Vilde do it though? It doesn't make sense. It's probably Ingrid.
Fasiten er ikke feil, Sanna.
Den er jo feil, fordi den fikk ikke det samme som meg.
Hei.
See, I like these two because they're like they seem very upfront compared to the others.
Og de er ikke ute etter oss.
Åh, nå kan jeg endelig begynne å puste ut igjen.
Du, Vilde,
Oh yeah, she left.
hun er ikke med på bussen lenger.
Hæ?
Hun sa hun ikke hadde lyst til å være på en buss hvor
But okay,
alle hater hun.
but they don't hate her.
They're
She's
not.
just being stupid.
Sånn som på det bussmøtet. Hun var slem, og Vilde er ikke en slem person.
I think something's wrong. It didn't seem out of place, honestly, from like who she was before.
Et øyeblikk så virker det som om du
But what did he mean? What does she mean? Vilde wasn't
Sier bare
mean.
at noe er galt. Vi er venninnen hennes.
Like I mean, she
They
just
never
says things out of her
really
mouth, kind of like, okay.
OK. Spar den talen her til Ingrid.
Fuck Ingrid. Du skylder ikke henne en dritt. Driver og rotter seg sammen med Iben når hun hooka med
What?
Chris selv. Sikker på at det er hun som sendte det mensenbrevet.
Wait, what? She's on this.
Hva sa du nå?
Tror ikke du det er hun? Jeg tror det.
Har Ingrid hooket med Chris?
Ja, jeg sa jo det. På Halloweenfesten så sto hun og Chris hooka på trappa.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, she said the stairs.
Og det forteller du nå?
Hva da? Jeg har jo fortalt før.
Wait, she didn't say the name though, right?
Jeg trodde jeg hadde fortalt før.
That's funny. Oh dear. So there's like a huge misunderstanding about what's happened.
Vi må snakke sammen. Med mindre du har lyst til at jeg skal si til Iben at du har hooket med Chris, så foreslår du andre holdning.
Oh dear. Okay, so confront.
Jeg vet du ikke har lyst til å høre på meg, men nå må du faktisk det. Enten du vil det eller ikke, så kommer vi til å gå på skole sammen de 3 neste årene. Og vi er bare nødt til å finne en måte å få det til å fungere, for det, du kan
det var-
ikke fortsette å prøve å fryse meg ute, slenge
Talking shit or
dritt
something.
eller trusselbrev. Bare hør meg ferdig, ok?
Okay. Why do people always have these conversations in the washrooms?
Da jeg
Where moved you
flyttet
from Bergen?
fra Bergen
7th
i
grade.
7. klasse, og ingen hadde lyst til å være med meg, for jeg snakket så rart, så var du den eneste som tok seg av meg. Og jeg husker hvor stolt og heldig jeg kunne bare ikke skjønne hvordan den mest populære jenten i klassen hadde lyst til å være venn med meg.
Well, I mean,
Jeg har alltid sett...
but like, why did she go after Jonas though? Like, if she,
Du er den beste vennen jeg noensinne har hatt.
I guess she's grade
Var det-
7th grade. I guess is very young.
Tanken
8, 9. I'm
på
assuming
at
that
jeg
you're grade
klarte å
11.
ødelegge det gjør meg helt kvalm.
Oh,
Mer enn kvalm.
yeah, but Eva,
Det har
she's
gjort at jeg har
still.
sluttet å like
Eva
meg
still
selv
like
som
fucked this
person.
all up like herself though.
Men jeg kan ikke fortsette
Yeah. Let's see.
å gå rundt og angre resten av livet.
Oh.
Det gikk dårlig mellom deg og Jonas.
Oh.
Du snakket om å
That's
slå
still
på meg
not
hver
an
dag.
excuse though, girl.
Og jeg
Yeah.
vet at det ikke er en unnskyldning.
Oh my god. This scene, man. Holy.
Jeg elsket han.
Oh, Ingrid's showing some humanity.
Alt på nytt. Helt annerledes. Men det kan jeg ikke.
Oh, I'm so proud of Ava right now that she's doing this.
Og det må jeg bare nødt til å godta. Og komme med videre.
This is like a conversation they needed to have like a long
Så
time
jeg sier
ago
det for
already.
siste
Like,
gang. Ok?
mm.
Unnskyld.
Oh, Ava.
Unnskyld for at jeg løy til deg og gikk bak ryggen din.
Oh my gosh.
Unnskyld for at jeg ødelagte vennskapet vårt.
Oh my god.
Du fortjente det ikke.
Oh no. Jesus.
Jeg prøver ikke å si at du skal like meg, eller
Yeah, like
at vi skal bli venner igjen.
I don't think if I was Ingrid I wouldn't be able to be friends with Ava again, but they need to move past this. Even as like people that know each other but they're not friends with each other anymore, they need to move past this. Oh, that's cool.
Men jeg har ikke sendt noe trusselbrev.
What? Okay, so
Og jeg kjente nesten ikke Iben da jeg hooket med Chris på Halloweenfesten.
oh dear. What? See, this is why
Fy faen!
do they have these
Seriøst? Du har seriøse problemer. Hva feiler det deg? Du kan ikke drive og fly på folk. Du må få meg ta det sammen. Du er sammen med skolens største douche. Han driver og legger på alle, og din måte å takle det på er å fly på folk og banke de opp. Sende trusselbrev. Jeg har et bedre forslag til deg.
Ava is just done with everyone.
Jævla drittsekk.
I'm kind of happy that the girls are having this conversation with each other, because oftentimes like the girls end up blaming each other, like even though like the guy is the one who's like fucking them over.
Jo, det går fint, altså.
It seems so strange to me that when people do that, they go after the person who cheated on them with instead of like their significant other.
Jeg synes du fortjener bedre. Alle fortjener bedre enn det.
No, this is cool.
Jeg elsker ham. Kanskje han forandrer seg?
Maybe. I mean, people mature over time. Mm.
Det var I hvert fall bra han fortalte det til deg da.
Hvordan da?
At han hadde vært utro.
Han sa ikke det til meg.
Ikke?
Nei.
Åja. For det var noen som
Oh, what the?
I hvert fall sa til meg at
Wait, who told her that? I don't remember.
at kjæresten din hadde sagt det til deg.
Kjæresten min? Det var jo kjæresten din som tipset
What?
henne.
Jonas?
Kjæresten min?
But he didn't know.
Men
Yeah,
kjæresten min
right?
visste jo det ikke engang.
Unless he's like acting.
Det må han ha gjort. Det var jo han som sendte det som tips på direct
Nissenhook?
til Nissenhook. Det var sånn jeg fikk vite det.
Oh, is that they're like, oh dear.
Han lille blonde, han du alltid er med. Er ikke det kjæresten?
What?
Isak Yaki? Isak? Er det ikke det han heter?
What the fuck?
Har Isak tipset om det?
Wait, why would he do that? What the fuck? Isaac is the one who sent. What's happening? I'm so confused. Holy shit, okay. What the fuck? Okay, I am so confused. Like, why? Why is Isaac starting shit up with Ava? So he put a tip out into like, I guess their like school social website or whatever, and Iben found out. I'm so confused. Like, why would he do that? Like, oh man, now I'm like remembering some of the comments people mentioned before that like Isaac isn't a little angel. Oh dear. What? I did not see that coming. That's so weird. But Vilda's acting really like Sana said it too. Like Vilda's not acting like herself in this situation. I don't know if she's being blackmailed or something. Um, Wait, so that means everything that Ava has told Isaac, he's been using to spread. He's been spreading. I'm assuming he's like using the information that Ava's giving him to like spread some shit around to start shit up. I'm confused. Like, why would he do that? There's like small little things that happened in the background of this episode that like at the very start, the letter with the period blood on it is very confusing. We don't really know who sent it. And then in the washroom, like Vilde was vomiting in the washroom. And usually when people vomit in the mornings, that means they're pregnant. So I don't know how much time has passed since Vilde slept with that William guy, but like is she pregnant with William's like baby? Is that what's happening? Oh dear. Oh man, that's pretty bad if it is. And then Ava, I'm glad that Ava finally got to talk to Ingrid and they had that conversation because it was very, um, is like kind of dragging on a bit, and I'm kind of glad that it happened and that they came to like some sort of understanding. Instead of having this like petty fight with each other, Ava kind of like confronted them. I'm actually liking Ava's character a lot more now because she's actually like dealing with problems like head on um instead of just like going around it. She's like being more direct. Especially with like the RAD Girls thing. She went right to um the leader of the RAD Girls and was like, hey, like please don't go after my friends, just go after me, and like um I don't know what's up with this letter. So she like her being um more direct with these situations and like getting like speaking her honest truth to the people around her that she's maybe affected or are affecting her. Like her doing that is basically kind of revealing these little um I guess like discrepancies that like someone is kind of like manipulating the people around them. So I don't know if it's Isaac, something's happening with Vilde. There's a few people that could be messing around with the situation. Um, so I don't know, because I know like a lot of the times in these kind of shows, or like someone is blackmailing someone. So either Isaac is the one blackmailing everyone, or um, he could be blackmailing Vilde to act like the way she did. And he's even using like, because he knows that like Ava isn't talking to Ingrid, and Ingrid has no intention of talking to Ava. Like that's what his perspective is between the two. So if he starts shit up between them, he knows they're not gonna, or he thinks that they're not gonna talk to each other. And the same thing with Ava and Iben. He knows that like if he starts shit up between those two, they're not gonna talk, because most of the time when people have those kind of like issues with each other, they don't have that conversation, especially like in high school. Like you think these people are gonna like talk to each other, they would absolutely like pretend the other person's dead and like not even talk to them or even have that conversation. And even if they did, it would be like everyone's kind of like when they confront each other about like relationships, like Iben and Ava, for instance, like if that happened in real life as teenagers, like they wouldn't be listening. They'd be more kind of like yelling out their side, and kind of blaming the other person, and not even like taking any information in from the other person. So I'm kind of glad that for this episode, this is like what people should be doing anyway. Like when you have a problem with someone, you talk to them. There's no yelling. You can have like your emotions of like sadness or like you hurt me, but like I hurt you or whatever. But like you should never let that turn into anger, to the point where you're like attacking the other person, or at the very least like that's the very last thing you should be doing. Like and even then it's not right anyway, to kind of go after people the way that like Iben kind of did when she punched Ava. Like the anger and the frustration makes sense, but like the action is something that shouldn't happen. Like in the adult world, like that's something that you shouldn't do, because that's assault. You'd be assaulting another person, you go to jail for that. It's just and even if it's not like jail time, that's still not the right thing to do. As a person, like you shouldn't be attacking other people. And I'm really glad that Ava kind of called out Eben on that, because like it's true, like you shouldn't like go after people like that. You can swear at them, you can yell at them, you can call them out on like their bullshit, but like you should never put your hands on another person. Yeah, just like be truthful and honest, and I'm glad that Ava kind of did the mature thing this episode, and I'm really happy that that happened. Now I'm really curious what they're gonna do with the story, because it just this kind of just like flipped the script on its head, because I don't know what the hell they're planning to do with Isak and his relationship with Ava, because he's been kind of like acting like this really nice, like this nice guy, like listen, like good friend is like listening to Ava and just like he seems like he's giving her like like really good advice very like often, um or he means well. Maybe not good advice, because I didn't like his advice in the last on episode 8, where he told her to kind of like pretend it didn't happen. I thought that was really weird. Like she should have been truthful with Jonas right away. Um, so yeah, and then oh, I can't believe it, because then that means that after that conversation, he convinced her to keep it to herself, and then he put it out there. That's so messed up. I don't know what they're planning with Isaac's character, because that's so strange to me. Um, I have a few ideas on what they could be planning, because um because like the way I found out about the show was like people were telling me to watch season 3 because it's focused on Isaac being the main character, and I know that he's a gay character. So, but from this show, like the season 1 right now, there's been no there's been like one comment about Isaac being gay, but like it wasn't really like put out there to the forefront really. It was just like a comment, like yeah, people say that sometimes to each other. And it's like toxic masculinity or whatever, but yeah, like they haven't really shown Isaac being gay really. So it's from I'm kind of thinking that maybe I don't think Isaac is really all bad. So I'm assuming that my guess is someone is blackmailing Isaac and Vilde. Because even Sana mentioned that Vilde wasn't acting like herself and something is wrong. So I'm assuming either Isaac is manipulating almost everybody for whatever reason, or someone is blackmailing Isaac and something is happening with Vilde. And I'm not sure what that is yet, and I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see what they do, and now this episode is like the ending of this episode was very very good. It caught me completely off guard. I didn't even expect this at all. Like holy crap! I can't believe Isaac is he's like the character. Him, Noora, and Sana are like the characters I trusted the most in this show from like Ava's point of view. So like this is damn. Holy fuck! I just holy crap! I can't believe that happened. Like that's what they're doing with the story. All right, well, I'm probably gonna watch the next episode right away. I'll probably just like change clothes for the next episode. But thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on my socials below. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all for coming in, watching all the way to the end here. And I guess I will see you all in the next one. Sweet. Thank you so much again. Bye for now. See you all. Bye.